And here we are with the 1962 Nobel Prize winners. Mr. Watson, Mr. Crick, who helped you guys through all your scientific discoveries of the DNA structure?
Rosalind Franklin was born July 25, 1920 in London. Her parents, Muriel and Elise Franklin, were fortunate enough to receive an advanced education despite their Jewish background. Franklin was the second eldest of 5 siblings. Throughout her childhood, she was an extremely clever and ambitious girl who enjoyed physical activities of many sorts. At the age of 9, she attended boarding school, and at the age of 12, she entered St. Paul's School, where she met Ethel Strudwick. Ethel Strudwick, the High Mistress, taught the young girls at St. Paul's, encouraging them to pursue a career in addition to foreseeing beyond marriage. Eventually, at the age of 16, Franklin had a clear vision of pursuing a career in the science field due to her natural talents with language and logic, which marked the beginning of her journey. In 1938, she proceeded on to Newnham College at Cambridge University after graduating from St. Paul's. Here, Rosalin excelled in several subjects, and within her second year, crystallography became a subject of interest throughout her life. However, in 1940, several parts of the United Kingdom were being attacked by Germany's bombing campaign. This event was known as the Blitz. Rosalin, while at Cambridge, became extremely distressed and worried about her family, who were living in London at the time. To top everything off, that year she encountered several individuals and professors that influenced her work and enhanced her skills, from positive and negative experiences. One professor in particular, Professor R.G.W. Norrison, made an error when assigning a project to Rosalin. Nonetheless, instead of admitting it, he refused and ignored her findings, as well as became offensive when Franklin confronted him about the matter. As a result of the recent Blitz and her struggles, her studies were undoubtedly pushed back. However, Rosalin remained dedicated and consistent throughout her college years, continuing her studies, eventually obtaining her degree in physical chemistry. In addition, she insisted in pursuing her favorite hobbies.
They were very good friends, Rosalin and my wife. And so, we started going, we would go weekends, cycling around Paris. She would join us, and then we went.
Most often than not, Rosalin was often glared at and negatively talked about due to the fact she was, you could say, different. This is due to Rosalin being a woman with Jewish descent, all while partaking within the STEM field. This caused her ideas to be overlooked by her colleagues, who were, most of the time, white males. Nonetheless, under no circumstances did she complain. She instead continued her experiments, never putting to light her true thoughts on the matter. Afterward, Rosalin's talents resided in the field of X-ray diffraction patterns, where she recorded much of her research on DNA and its structure.
She was an extremely competent person, very earnest. And when she said yes is yes, no is no. I know, I don't know.
Despite this, X-ray crystallography allowed Rosalin to reveal the diffraction pattern of an atom. It functioned through the use of an X-ray beam aimed at a crystal that would reflect the diffraction pattern of an atom in a photographic plate. On May 6, 1952, Franklin obtained Photo 51 through a diffraction pattern she performed, creating an image of what seemed to be the beginning of understanding the structure of DNA. Rosalin became obsessed in developing a full understanding of what she had just produced. Days and days of her working non-stop led to her commitment to DNA and its structure, which was interpreted by not only Rosalin but Wilkins as well. Everything was going well, and the future seemed bright for Rosalin and her precious Photo 51. That was until Wilkins, who was working closely with Rosalin, presented her work to Watson and Crick, who at the time were also researching DNA. With no hesitation, Watson and Crick took her research, with Rosalin having no knowledge on the fact, and applied it to their own research, leaving Rosalin at a stop. Watson and Crick connected their own research to Rosalin's work, essentially leading to the creation of the DNA model in 1953 that we know of today as the double helix. This established their dominance in the individuals responsible for the discovery of the DNA structure. Watson and Crick published their DNA model in April 1953, along with Rosalin publishing her Photo 51, leaving the double helical model as the bigger discovery, or so that's what the public eye thought. What they didn't know was that Rosalin's Photo 51 was the main reason Watson and Crick were able to develop their double helical model. With no signs of credit given by Watson and Crick, Rosalin was robbed of her work and didn't even know a thing.
There were several researchers that contributed to our discoveries of the DNA strand, but Watson and I were the main ones.
By 1956, Rosalind Franklin was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. She underwent various surgeries and treatments for about 2 years, and despite the hardships, she continued to follow her research throughout the whole time. Her passion for discovery and improvement never left her side. Franklin unfortunately passed away from ovarian cancer on April 16, 1958, in London. Her research lives on, and her contribution to the discovery of DNA structure does not go unnoticed.
Hello, my name is Jimena Benavides and I played Rosalin Franklin. One of the biggest impacts Rosalin had on me is that she never gave up despite her experiences. Rosalin went through multiple obstacles throughout her journey. From the Blitz to the endless discrimination she experienced not only as a woman, but as a scientist, and she yet never stopped doing what she loved.
Hello, my name is Hermes Luna and I play James Watson. I have with no doubt been heavily impacted by Rosalind Franklin and her journey to uncover DNA structure. Discovery is essential to human nature and is a principle that must never be forgotten. I truly believe Rosalind Franklin and her principles of discovery truly resemble the dedication and self-reflection that must remain present even throughout all our hardships in life.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Martinez and I play Francis Crick. The story of Rosalind Franklin has truly impacted the way I view the scientific field. Rosalind's dedication to her research, even under constant belittlement from her fellow scientists and later on her ovarian cancer, have shown me what it means to truly be in love with your profession.
Hello, my name is Lindsay Leal and I play the headmistress. Rosalind Franklin impacted me due to her perseverance. She remained loyal to her findings as well as her dedication and willpower to work hard. Despite people putting her down and criticizing her for her Jewish background and for being a woman in the science field, she never let that stop her from pursuing her passion.